Hello, you join me for tarot card of the day, and today it is the Lovers. Okay, this tarot card shows a male and female stark naked, obviously, because they're innocent, not for any other reason. How dare you? This is the angel here in the Garden of Eden, obviously, sending out Adam and Eve from the garden. Now, a couple of things about this card that I want you to point out here. Right, notice the man, he has a burning tree. Look at that, a burning tree, burning bush. And the woman has fruit and a serpent round the tree. Okay, so she bears fruit. The little mountain in the background, this one, okay, this here. This is an interesting thing. That is a chart. Now, you don't believe it, it represents the mount of Venus, okay? It's also a chart of the female reproductive cycle. So sometimes she's at her peak and sometimes she's not. But yeah, these are the amazing things here. The angel there of judgment there, sending them out from the Garden of Eden. Now, traditional meaning of this is that soon you may have to make a decision. If you get this in your reading, it simply means decision making, something quite big. Now, it's mostly about love. After all, it is the Lovers, okay? And Eve made a terrible decision in the Garden of Eden and went with, what the snake told her, the serpent, took the forbidden fruit, gave it to Adam, and hey presto, a very bad decision. Banished from the Garden of Eden, therefore. So it is really a card about decision making. And, if you've got any sort of decision, it doesn't have to be about love. It can be about anything in your life at all. But if it is about love, right, just be very careful. Yeah. Think twice. Also, with the reproductive cycle there being in the background, I would say time everything carefully. Take your time with everything. Yeah. It is actually quite a nice card, but like you say, it's like being very careful about what you decide. Okay. If you get it in relation to love, yeah, it means the same thing, that there is decisions to be made, but it can also be about temptation. Obviously, Adam was tempted by Eve, Eve was tempted by the serpent. So when you get it in a reading, though, it's generally about decisions. Okay. So isn't that an interesting card? Now, let's go through the journey of the tarot so far. So, here we go. You've got your Fool, drops down to earth out of nowhere, lands on a rock, has absolutely no idea what he's doing, where he's going. And there is a little cliff there, and he steps off the cliff. He's okay, though. He lands on his feet. He's fine. And on the way, he meets his friend, the magician, okay? And they go on the journey together. And then they meet the high priestess on their journey, who advises them on things and looks out for them, and she joins them as well. And then they meet the empress, who is the sacred feminine, the card for enlightenment and love and gentleness and kindness and power for women. Then they meet her husband, the emperor. Yeah, he can be a real SOB, but he's generally wise and caring. So it's good to listen to him. Yeah. So they go along, and lo and behold, they meet the Hierophant right here. Again, another sacred feminine. Sorry, a sacred masculine, equal to the sacred feminine. So this is like that's your priestess, that's your priest. Okay. So it's like courts. It's like a court of something. So this is your teacher, okay, and your priest. And then as they leave them behind, having learned many things, the Fool then is in the Garden of Eden, and he sees this thing happen here, the man and woman banished from the Garden of Eden. And he has to understand why. Yeah. And yeah, they tell him why. So he's learning lessons as he goes along, okay? And that is what the Lover's card means. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed Tarot of the Day, Tarot card of the day, and everybody take care. Be seeing you.